What's going on, guys? Elshanko here, and welcome to episode 20 of my Barcelona Football Manager 2016 playthrough. Now, we are at the Riazor today in the Liga BBVA. Just to let you see what's happened recently in the time since you've last seen we're still, we're still within a shout, don't get me wrong. But we've got games in hand over most teams, so that's all good. So what's happened is obviously you saw our last game, which seems a long time ago now in the league. Sociedad 4-1. So I explained to you that Real Madrid lost 3-0 Athletic, so that's why they're in the position they're in. However, they made up for that quite substantially by beating Alaves 6-0, and therefore putting themselves 3 points ahead of ourselves as well. So good times for them. Not so good times for Athletic and Atletico though. They both drew 1-1, both away from home against Osasuna and Sociedad respectively. So they're kind of, Athletic Bilbao kind of on the cusp of being Europa League. Atletico Madrid seriously got everything, and they've got to be battling with Sevilla for the final Champions League spot, because you got to think that with 3 games in hand over some teams, 2 games in hand over others, we will bounce above them. So hopefully, fingers crossed. And then looking at it, Sevilla drew with Leganes 1-1 away from home, and Valencia beat Granada 1-0, hence their top. Our game against Deportivo was the last game of the weekend. So in order to get right into it, I think we should just basically go for it. As you'll see, bringing Danny Olmo back into the fray, so to speak. So I'll go through our team, because there's a few changes and there's a reason why some of those changes have been made. For one, Samuel Umtiti came to me and said that he wants to be playing more first team football. He's not first team quality. I've got my 2 centre backs that are first team quality. But at the same time, I want to keep everyone happy. So I said to him, okay, fair enough, we'll give you a run of games in the next wee while. So I'm going to give him the next month worth of games, and we'll see how he goes from there. So in that, we've got Ter Stegen in goals, back 4 of Azpilicueta, Umtiti, Vermaelen and Toumé. In midfield, Ajer, Gomez and Rakitic. So obviously Ajer coming in to the defensive midfield slot to try and boost his potential, because he only played 3 games off the bench. So I thought, give him a chance. Up front, we have the Divine Trinity back together again. Messi, Neymar, Suarez. Young bench again, so quite happy with that. Just really looking for the boys to go out there and do what they do best, is win football matches. So fingers crossed we'll be able to do that against a very determined Deportivo side at the Riazor, which is a great wee stadium. If you ever get the chance to go to it, it's an absolutely brilliant wee stadium. You can see it there, just in the sort of middle of the picture there. It does look incredible. Admittedly, blue and white. If you change that for red and yellow, I'd be happier. But it does look like a good stadium, and one that'd be nice to visit. So here they go. Hernan Perez, good tackle as Bequeta, and the Gomez, and the Messi, good ball to Suarez. Can he get it? He can, but he's lost it. We'll regain it again for Vermaelen into Rakitic. Oh, poor ball. But Gomez picks it up into Suarez. Gomez again, no, he's not got it. It's a bit of a scrappy performance this so far. Neymar hits it straight to the goalkeeper. It's been a very, very scrappy start to this game. I don't think I like that kind of scrappiness. I don't We don't normally play scrappy football. Rakitic into Umtiti, that's better. Rakitic, Umtiti, get to that. Well done. Suarez, see what I mean? When we start playing good football, we get results. Forget the scrappiness that we saw there in the early stages. You play good football, you get results. Plain and simple, that's it. It was good interlinking play from Rakitic, Gomez, and Umtiti to set this up. And then once that ball comes across, it's inch perfect for Suarez just to tuck into the net. That's excellent. And Umtiti already sort of showing me that, we did bring him in there to replace David Alaba. So obviously, when Alaba comes back, Umtiti will be going back to the bench. But what he's doing is he's giving me a selection headache, because obviously it's not just left back that Umtiti can play at centre back as well. So really, you're looking at Vermaelen's position as being a possible under threat if Umtiti does really well. So you have to say Umtiti's played well in this game. I mean, look at him compared to the rest of the team. There was a couple of sevens. Well, he's one of them. And 7.2 for Suarez. So Neymar, Vermaelen. And saying that, Vermaelen's fighting back because he knows now. He knows in his head that Alaba's going to come back at some point. And if Umtiti is doing really well, likely, and he can play in the same position for Vermaelen, the likelihood is that he'll get the nod. So Vermaelen's stepping up. I like that. Could use more of that. That's, I suppose, what you need. And that's why I try and make it that Sergio Gomez comes in for Iniesta. I want Iniesta to prove to me that he's hungry enough to fight off the youngster. Fair enough, he hasn't done that yet, but it'd be nice as Messi into Gomez. Ball over Suarez is poor. So Gomez wins it again. And again. Oh, again, poor. But Umtiti picks up. Rakitic. Plays into Suarez. It has Biqueta. Cross in. Suarez. Oh, should have been. Good stop by the goalkeeper. The crowd and perhaps the manager were kind of expectant there of a goal. And when it didn't come, well, we were a little bit disappointed. Need to be closing them down there quicker than that. We're supposed to be playing a high pressing game, and we're lucky that Ter Stegen saved that because we'd let them go. Still 2-0, so I mean, everything to play for in the second half. Don't get me wrong, I think we're in a comfortable position. Another goal before half time kills it, but at 2-0, is it ever finished? You got to ask yourself that question. Especially if they go forward and score a goal here. Good tackle. With Gamma. And it's a good save by Ter Stegen. Earning his con today, I tell you. I slated him maybe an episode or so ago, but he stood up big there. A big performance from Ter Stegen today on that save. And it's saves like that win you games. I mean, I'm not talking about, just one save overall. I'm talking about one save that really changes the game. Half time, 2-0. Excellent performance so far. Really happy with the team. Going to make some subs though, just simply to keep players fresh and give other players a chance. So Skriniar on for Vermaelen, so we're going to put two youngsters at the back together again. I'm going to bring on Dani Olmo for Luis Suarez, and I'm also going to bring on Munir for Neymar. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this about a bit, in that we're going to put Dani Olmo there, and we're actually going to put Neymar and Messi up front together. Just as a wee change. It's just as a change, just to see what they can do up front together. Obviously, we normally play with the wingers, and that's fine. I just think a wee change, just to see. Basically, this is all to accommodate Dani Olmo, who's attacking midfielder. We don't have an attacking midfielder in our sort of ranks, so I just want to see how we'd play like this. If we lose, if we're losing in the second half, then I'll maybe look to switch it back. But if I don't notice anything, then that's quite good, because having that option of putting Messi, Neymar up front together. Would be quite a nice option. Let's hear with Deportivo. Gamma with the ball. Puts the ball in Riera. Great save, Ter Stegen. Wow. That's a mega wake-up call, people. Such an easy chance, and Ter Stegen did well. Aja in the Olmo looking for Messi, doesn't find him. It's a poor ball from Olmo. The ball over the top. Casillas even. Good save Ter Stegen. But again, I don't think we're quite we're not commanding enough. Obviously we've got a lot of kids on the park, which, fair enough, that's my choice, and Ter Stegen says it again well. I just don't think we're commanding enough on the pitch at the moment. There's nothing much I can do with that. Obviously we've made the changes now. I just thought that putting on a few more kids at half time with 2-0 up, we're pretty confident in them playing well. And to be honest, I am. I'm confident in the lads improving, playing really well within the team. I don't think that there's any need to change things that much for many games, to be honest, because I think this team, obviously you've got the slightly more experienced players like Iniesta, Mascherano, etc. that can come in. David Alaba obviously would be probably the obvious one for left back. But realistically, as a squad, I think we've done okay this season. There's been a few games where I've been kind of a wee bit worried. Good block. But again, we've lost a couple of games, or drawn a couple of games that maybe we should have won, but in the day we know the capability of the squad, and we know that certain players need game time. We know that the youngsters all need game time to improve, etc. They're never going to get that unless we give them it. because obviously he can go away to another team, but will that be at the same level? Will they be playing the same type of players? Will they be playing alongside the same type of players? Is maybe one more thing that. Wow. Okay, 2-1. I have been monitoring this for a wee while, and I think we're getting a little bit overrun. I think I'm going to maybe change this about a bit. I'm going to move these guys back to their normal positions. Neymar, Messi. I'm just going to go without a striker. Plain and simple. End of the day, we have to win the game. Munir and Messi, as it is now. We have to win the game. Oh, we did win the game. But just before I changed that thing, the game must have gone. Oh well, that's a bonus. That's fine. Wasn't really, obviously I thought the game had paused, but well, we'll take that, a 2-1 win. I didn't get to make the subs or the switches as I wanted to, but does that matter? Not a jot. We won the game. That is the main thing. And with Valencia winning, obviously that puts pressure on them as well, to stay top of the league. We quickly check at the table. Shows we're now back up to joint second. Game in the hand of Valencia, 2 games in the hand of Real. So looking pretty good for that. So, I mean, realistically speaking, we are still on for the quintet of trophies. So, unlikely, I know, to ever win a quintet of trophies, but you never know. So, what I'll do, guys, is I'll skip forward to the Sporting Gijón game in the league. Okay, guys, it's the second leg of the Copa del Rey game against Girona. Now, I've made a lot of changes for this game, just basically to keep the squad fresh, to give players a chance to get games, etc., etc. So we're going with Bravo in goals, back four, Azpilicueta, Umtiti, Marlon, and Skriniar. We're going to go with Luis Gustavo, Iniesta, Song. And up front, we've got Messi, Turan, and Munir. Bench boys, pretty straightforward, really. Nothing overly to talk about them. Might bring Thiago Maia on fairly shortly because I think, to be honest, he deserves a game. But let's just try to fit him into the squad when we've got Luis Gustavo. In fact, what we're actually going to do, guys, I'm going to change this about a bit. I'm going to bring on Thiago Maia in defensive midfield. Bring on Luis Gustavo in there, in midfield. That's what I'm going to do. Just to give Thiago Maia a game. I don't really rate Alex Song, to be honest. And I think that he could do a job. We're going to go with that. And we're going to see how it goes. I'm still fairly confident that we'll get the result. We're 3-0 up anyway. What are you looking fucking stressed for? Calm down. Okay, that's not even helped. Okay, fair enough. Luis Gustavo just can't handle stress. It's simple. So hopefully we can get a few goals today, and hopefully prove to the fans that we do want to win this cup. Which we do, but I mean, it's pretty hard to get enthusiastic when you're 3-0 up from the away leg. And the fans must know that. And the fans will probably turn up here today to the Camp Nou and expected, we'll just walk over this team. So in other words, it's my job to sort of fire them up so it's, we do walk over them, and the players don't get complacent. Ball to Messi, good save, keeper. Their keeper looks on form. He's made a few saves today already. So, no, why would we want to play more long balls? We're not a long ball team. You don't get the Barcelona philosophy. Goodness sake. Right, okay. Messi is injured. I don't care what it is. Okay, he is coming off. I honestly don't care. Okay? If it's a strained neck or a strained fucking leg, if his leg's hanging off, I don't care. He is coming off because I'm not losing him right now for the rest of the season. I've seen people before on YouTube sort of keep the guys on and them being out for 6 to 8 months with, damage that was done during the game. I'm not having that. Especially not with the best player in the world. There's no doubt about that. I'm sorry, when people say Ronaldo's really good, but he is really good. But he's not Messi standard, plain and simple. Iheanacho to Lekic, and it's 1-0 to Girona. Dejan Lekic. To be honest, we should have been alive to him there. We weren't. It's 1-0 to Girona. Am I regretting picking this side? No. Simple reason that these guys will improve for this experience. If we're not going to lose the tie, if we lose the game, it doesn't really matter. It's the same with like Champions League dead rubbers. If you're not going to, if you lose the game but not the tie overall, it doesn't matter. Plain and simple. You're getting guys game time. You're getting guys game time in a big game as well. So realistically, it doesn't really matter. I mean, yes, we'd love to win, and to be honest, I'm going to go out and say that. You know what to do out there. Passionately, a lot more to come from you. A lot more to come from you. And bloody hell, a lot more to come from you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put Neymar in there. And we're actually going to bring on Javi Mascherano. Oh, wait, no, we're not. Rakitic on for Gustavo. What we're going to do is we're going to look at this and we're going to say, okay, we'll switch Neymar with Arda Turan. Arda Turan with Luis Suarez. There we go. Let's go. Let's start the second half. See if we can get back into this game. And say if we don't win it, as long as we don't lose it by 3, we're fine. I'm quite confident now with those substitutions I made there that we'll be able to see this game out. And I don't mean just that in that negative see it out way. I mean that as in I've got a feeling we could score a goal or two here. With a couple of those subs as Neymar goes forward. Penalty. Thank you. Neymar to take because Messi's off the park injured. He scores 1-1. So I mean just that wee injection of pace. That wee injection of excuse me, of quality really does make a difference occasionally. And I think that's what happened there. question would be, can we keep it up and then go and score a goal? Well, question would be no, because we just conceded a goal to Iheanacho, who must be on loan from Man City. Oh, that's cruel. That's poor defending. Has cost us badly there. Suarez. Neymar. Arda Turan. Ball set to Azpilicueta in the Arda Turan. Rakitic. Turan. Azpilicueta. Turan. There you go. Arda Turan. 2-0. 2-2. On the night. 5-2 on aggregate. Again, what we're doing is, with every goal, it doesn't, it's not like we're saying we're beating you. What we're doing is we're making it more difficult for you to qualify. And that's ideal. That's exactly what we want right now. Turan. Ball Azpilicueta. Suarez. 3-2. Game, set, match for this game, for this tie, I think. Neymar, Iniesta. Good save, so still got a chance. Nothing comes of it as a Azpilicueta. Nothing comes of that either. So 3-2 again. It's not been the greatest performance in the world, but you know what? We're through in the tie. That's all that matters in cup ties. It's not the result on the day, it's the result of the tie. Arda Turan, play it. Umtiti. Gets from Neymar. Ball in, Arda Turan. Should have been, is now. 4-2 on the day. 7-2 on aggregate. Nice one. I'm proud of him how he didn't stop when the first shot was hit, and it was a good save by the keeper. He rammed the ball between the goalkeeper's leg and the post on the rebound attempt. The fact he's had 12 key passes says quite a lot to me about his game as well. I think he's been fantastic on the game so far. Ball Neymar, ball over, play it, play it, play it. Ah, don't bloody shoot for there, clown you. So it looks like that will be it. A 4-2 victory on the day. 7-2 over the two legs. Pretty much delighted with that performance. We had a ropey first half, but I think the changes that I made at half time did make a difference, and I'm not meaning that in a sort of gloating way. I'm just meaning that in a I'm delighted way, because I was getting a wee bit worried that we weren't going to make the breakthrough. But we did it, we're through to the what will be the final against Atletico Madrid, who've beaten Valencia 4-2 in aggregate. So interesting times. So next game obviously will be Sporting Gijón in the league. So I will skip forward to that, guys, and I will see you guys in just 1 minute's time. The last game in this episode is against Sporting Gijón at the new camp, and to be fair, I think we're going to rotate the side quite a bit based on injuries and just general fitness. I'm trying to get guys games, preferably against a team that's kind of lower in the table than us. So we're going with Bravo in goals, back four of Azpilicueta, PK, Marlon, Umtiti, midfield three of Maya, Gomez, Aja, and up front Thuram, Neymar, Suarez. I think that's only fair based on the side that we've got. We've got a lot of players who could come in, but I just feel that this team will win this game. Simple as that. I'm picking them on that basis. I'm not, going to get into reasons why or anything like that. I just think that's the team that I want to play. Sometimes you've just got to go with what you feel as a manager. And I feel that this is the team that I want to play. This is the team that I want to make sure wins this game. It's in the league. It's ultimately important, so therefore don't want any slip-ups. So although we're playing a couple of youngsters within the team instead of maybe more experienced players, I feel that this side's still good enough to beat Sporting Gijón, who so far this season haven't proved themselves to be a great side. Obviously, we have players on the bench that can turn the game, as we've seen in the league tie, into the cup tie against Girona. So I would be hoping that we can win this game out with the need for subs, but by the looks of it, it's near enough half time is nothing each. We've been very poor this half. Not showing anything at all, to be fair. And tackle well and right, go. Neymar, Suarez, gets past one. Oh, off the post. Well, it wouldn't be like us to save the best till last, would it? Last chance of the first half. Wow, it's been a boring first half. Let's just put it that way. It's been a terrible live comm. But to be honest, we didn't have much of a choice in the matter. It's just been dreadful. So, looking at it realistically, who can we bring on? Mascherano to replace Thiago Maia. Vermaelen to replace Marlon. And I think I'm going to bring on Rakitic to replace Christopher Aja, just for some more creativity in that last third. So obviously we're without Messi, so any kind of creativity from the centre of midfield would be really ideal. Because Sporting Gijón aren't that good, however, I'm very wary that we have a tendency of perhaps underestimating teams in real life. Well, Barcelona have a tendency of underestimating teams in real life, so I really didn't want to do that within this game. So hopefully we'll be able to keep keep the sort of pressure up on the team, and hopefully we'll get the goal that should be enough. Because to be honest, one goal should swing this game in our favour. If we get one, I don't think they'll get one. So '70 minutes gone though, and it's still no. I'm going to go on overload just to see if we can make any inroads into them. Although to be honest, it doesn't look like it. Looks like this is going to be a game where we can see ground to the opposition in the league title race, which we knew it was coming. Let's be fair. I mean, we knew that we can't go all season without winning games, etc., etc. I'm very aware of that. Penalty! Oh my god! Wow. Okay. Neymar to step up. For the most undeserved win of the season, perhaps. We have not looked at the races in this game at all. But if we can get a win, then as they say, I mean, this might be just a British saying, but if you can win ugly, then that is the type of game that wins you championships. And if we can win this game, if we can hold on to this, which I think we have done now, that's an amazing performance. It doesn't matter about the way we did it. The fact that we did it is enough. No one will, if we win the league, no one will remember the fact that we scraped through against Sporting 1-0 with a penalty in the 87th minute. No one will think that. You know, we are top of the league after that performance, so utterly delighted by that. So, but I mean, really, as I said, no one would question the ability of the squad now with that kind of metal behind, because that could have been easily a 0-0, which would have left us sort of second place in the league. Now that really has boosted us up, and I'm really happy. So, I mean, looking at the situation now, we've got Valencia at home, Granada away. Probably do that as a double header next episode, and then on to Monaco, Eibar, and Leganes as a triple header. So, without further ado, guys, I will see you guys next episode. Remember, leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed this content. Subscribe for more fantastic Football Manager content, which will be coming up in 2017. Well, Football Manager 2017 anyway. And I will see you guys in the very next episode.